Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Hello, everybody. I'm Pocus Meat Factory. It's nice to see you all today. Happy Friday. Ricky, welcome to the stream, by the way. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as well. By the way, Ricky Bestis Heropon. Isn't Ricky a character from Xenoblade Chronicles? I'm actually playing that for the first time on my own, on the Wii U, on my Wii U. Had the game for the longest time, and I was like, I need to actually play this game, and I've been enjoying it a whole bunch. We just got to Ricky. That's why I was like, hold on a second. I think that's right. Yeah, I just got there in that game. It's a pleasure to have you guys. Welcome, Mike, Lip, username unknown. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm still a little under the weather. I've been sick all last week. And really bad cold. That was just the worst. Fevers, just chills. It was horrific. And then just literally Wednesday, my youngest had to get surgery done. She's doing well, thankfully. But yeah, so I couldn't really stream until then. Ricky says, I wanted to have Heropon Ricky Bestis, since that was the line from the cutscene, but that was taken. Oh, well, I am feeling a lot better today. And last week was supposed to be a whole week-long celebration of me hitting 10 years of streaming. I've been streaming now for 10 years, which is absolutely astronomical. Lip says, I hope baby and parents are doing great. Yes, so Mike, my good friend Mike, just had a baby. Congratulations, Mike, by the way, once again. Congratulations again. Third child is a big deal. Mike is my good friend who lives out here locally with me. Really great person. Awesome person. A proponent of Michigan game developers and indie developers. So good. So we're gonna do what I planned on doing last week. One of the things, at least, which is going to be, because we got to play some Myst Online, which is a big deal for me, and I love playing it. We're gonna play some more next week. Today is going to be us playing a Nintendo DS wheel. It's a bigger wheel. You've seen the wheel before. Let me pull it up. Let's get this music done. Bam. Let me pull up the wheel for you all. It's this bad boy. It's humongous. Oh, geez. Hold on. Wrong one. Bam. That's the one. That's our wheel. Let me add me in here. 1 second. I don't have me in here because I'm a dork. I'm unable to do anything. Bam. Bam. Shrink me down to size. I'm huge. There I am. Yeah, so here's our bigger wheel. It's got over 800 Nintendo DS games. We're going to spin it, and we're going to just let it do its thing. We're going to let it drive what we play and let it determine how things go. Lip says the wheel of morality, turn, tell us the lessons that we should learn. We've had the wheel give us some amazing things, right? The wheel turned us on to Flower, Sun, and Rain, which was an absolutely phenomenal Suda51 game that was mind-boggling and crazy. It also gave us weird things like The Sims 2, which we ended up really enjoying a lot more than I was expecting. I think anyone was expecting. But it's also given us things that are, not very good. But we'll see how it goes. We have one stipulation, of course, is that we don't really have a microphone set up for this. So it's going to be hard to do any games that utilize the microphone outside of blowing, because blowing I can do. Liv's putting out some quotes, says, I was getting hurt really bad by dying. It's true. Well, let's see what happens. Are you ready to spin the wheel? Ricky says, wondering, on whatever you're playing DS on, are you connected to Alt WFC or a similar service? Just curious, since I'm sure plenty of games have random bonus stuff with that. I don't at the moment, but it's definitely something I'm going to plan on doing at some point. For sure. Earl! Hail! Welcome! Wow! How's it going, Earl? It's so a pleasure to see you. Sound the trumpets for the Earl of Chesterwick, everyone. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm back in business. Here we go. Are you ready to spin this wheel? It's a short spin this time, I think. I don't think it's a long spin. Let's just see what it gives us. Hold on. Oh, man. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bucket. What do you have for me, wheel? Do you think we'll get Hotel Dusk? It's on there, Earl. Hotel Dusk is on there. Oh my gosh, you can't even see what each one is. Platinum Sudoku. I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get Platinum Sudoku going. All right. Platinum Sudoku. It's probably just Sudokus, but if it has like a, you can see my wonderful world here. Hold on. Let's see. Boink, boink. Platinum Sudoku. Platinum Sudoku. Here it is. Let's see what Platinum Sudoku gives us. Are non-English exclusives and DSiWare in there? DSiWare are on there. And some translations. So if it's got a translation, it's on there for sure. Alright. Hello and welcome to Platinum Sudoku. I'll be your coach. Hey, why are you always the coach? I didn't say I was the coach. Oh my god, we're already getting aggressive. Yes, you! Oh, whatever. Why don't you let our guests decide? Fine! Oh, okay. You just jumped straight or past all the other precious metal Sudokus and into the Platinum Sudokus. This is the 12th in the Platinum Sudoku series. I have to say that we're getting off very aggressive in Sudoku right now. I'm sorry, dude. You're way too aggressive. I'm picking the lady. No offense. I'll be your guide, coach, and friend in the world of Sudoku. I mean, wow. Sudoku Kakeru challenges multiplayer. Maybe Bronze Sudoku came out later. Exactly. Audio Eric, how are you? Sudoku waifu? Who doesn't wanna? Let's go. Let's play Sudoku. I know how to Sudoku. Let's go. How about some tips on playing the game? No, I'm good. Check the options for hints, visual aids, and effects. Okay. Oh, geez. Would you like to continue playing in newspaper mode? No. I don't want newspaper mode. Alright. Alright, so we've got, what, 1, 2, 3. 4's already there, so it's either 5 or 6. Can't be 5, so it's 6. How do I type this in? Nope. Oh, jeez. Oh, I see. 6. Alright. We're gonna do one Sudoku and move on, because there's not gonna be anything here, I don't think. Let's see. So, let's see. 1, 3. Can't be 4. So it's 6, 7, or 9. It can't be 9, so it's 6 here as well. 6. Okay. We're getting our 6s out of the way, it seems. So 6 can only be, let's see, here, here, here. So 6 can either be here or here. I guess I can do my notes, right? Oh, jeez. No, no, no. Oh, gee. Oh, God. 6. It's either there or here. Oh, my God. Okay. So 1, 1, 1. So that puts 1's either there or there. Just trying to figure this out. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Sudokus. This is thrilling. The music currently is absolutely epic. We can do, I think we can do some 9s-ish. Let's see. Not really. 9's gonna be there, there. Or here, here. Trying to see what we got going on. Blink. Blink. Okay. Let's see. Let's find our 4. So 4 has to be here. Locking it in. Because the 4s are there. Oh, God. This is enthralling. Can I do the Sudokus? I haven't done a Sudoku in forever. let's see, 3, 3. So 3's either there or there. Okay. Let's see. 5 is here. And so, let's see. So we need what? 2s, 3s, and 7s. So 7's got to be on this column here somewhere. I don't know yet exactly where. So 2 and 3. Oh, 3's here for sure. 3's there. Lock it in. And that means that 7's got to be here. Lock it in, and that means 2 is here. Bam. Done. Look at that. 1 square done. Alright, so 3 and 6 can't be there. They can only be there. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the number that's going to be here. Can't really figure that out, can we? Not yet. Well, 1, 2. So this is going to be either 3, 4, or 5. So obviously 4 can't be in any of these two, so 4 has to be here. Bam. So we're looking for 3, and so 3 has to be here because 3's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 is this one. My brain is moving. We got this. Thanks, weird, less aggressive lady coach. You've coached me so well right now. Alright, so 3 and 3 are there. 3, so 3 is here. Okay. 5 is here. Oh, jeez. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 8. Alright. Could be on... Okay, so 8 can't be there, so 8 has to be here. And then 4 has to be here. Doing Sudokus. Who would have thought that a stream would start off with hardcore Sudokus? Am I being timed? Technically. No, it's just a timer, like, to see how long it takes you. So, like, right there, it's 5:43, 5:44. So 1, 3, so I need 2, 7, and 9. 2, 7, and 9. Okay. So 9 can't be here, but 9 could be here or here. What about 7? 7 could be in any of those places. Okay, sure. Can't quite solve that one yet. I'm fascinated about how you write 5s. Why? Why, Lip? I don't think I've seen anyone draw the top last. What? No. What would happen if the timer reached 0? It doesn't reach 0. It keeps going up. So it never goes down. I enjoy puzzles like this. I've been getting into Mario's Picross lately. Audio Eric, yes. Mario's Picross I played as a very furtive preteen, and I was my first like real. I played that before I played Tetris, and I loved it so much. Love it so much. I also draw the top last. You draw the top last. You have to draw the top last. That's how it works. I don't understand. It's huh? Otherwise, how do you get the line straight? It doesn't. I'm not judging. I'm not judging y'all for your lack of proper typing. All right, so 5 is no 5 can't be there. It's already there. Duh. I'm not a smart man. I draw 5s without lifting the pen or pencil, starting at the top. Oh, Ricky's got a. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Videos, baby. Woo. Okay, hold on. So 2, 7, 8, 9, right? 2, 7, 8, 9. 8 can't be here. 8 can be here, here, or here. 9 not there. So 9 could be here, here, or there. There is a rhythm to writing, and that is just you're making an S at that point. I couldn't possibly. You draw the top last. Exactly. You draw the top last, or else you're just making an S. Let's see. 3. So 3. Oh, you already got 3 here. Duh. 3, 3. Okay, so 3's in that column somewhere. Now's that part where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing in the realm of Sudoku anymore. Welcome to the realms of Sudoku. Oh, 9's here. Oh no, Numbers, my nemesis Mnemonic Man, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for the sub. I don't know why that didn't pop up. It should have, but thank you. I need 2 and 8. Okay, so 8 is here. And then 2 is here. My children hate that I draw tails. Is the bot down? No. I think I just didn't set up the scene correctly.
Won't she rock? Of course she do.
Yeehaw! Okay, hold on. And then let me add... Things have been a bit off lately. I draw the 8th as 2 circles. What? Or you live in a backwards world, my friend. No judgment, but you live in a backwards world. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh, that's why. I'm a dumb man. I'm supposed to put it like this. That's our scene. I didn't have the right scene. Again, it's been a while. 2 circles. I draw an 8 by making a snowman and erasing the hat and arms. Now you're just driving me crazy. What? What? What are you doing? What is this? Alright, so no 1 there, 1 there. So 1 can be in either of those 2 places. 1 can be in either of those 3. So let's see. 2s. Okay, nope. 7s. Can be either here or here. 9, bam, bam, 9 is here. Alright, so we're looking at 1 gone, so 1 has to be here, bam. 2 and 8, so let's see. Okay, we can't quite figure that one out yet, whether this is 2 or 8 here. Where those go? Because it could technically go here or here. Or not here. The here or here or here. Alright, so... we're looking for 1s can be on one of these 2 spots here. 2 can be in any of those 3. 7 can only be in one of these 2. And then 8. No, so we're not getting anywhere further in that square. Not yet. I draw numbers crazy, says Lip. Every numeral is done without lifting the writing utensil except 1, which I add crazy serifs to. You know what, Lip? I love you. I love you, Lip. I love you, but you're crazy. You've lost your mind. You done did lost your mind, my friend. So let's see. What am I gonna get next? We're already at 12 minutes. We gotta hit 15. 15 is our cutoff time, and then we're done with Sudokus for the rest of our life. 7 is here. There's our time limit. We got like 3 minutes to do this. 7. Okay. Let's see. 2. Excuse me. 4. 4. Nope. I'm gonna have ourselves a conniption fit. 1 needs a hat and something to stand on. I have to read the numbers without lifting the pen unless it's a 1 or a 4 or a 5. Yeah, tell me you have to lift for a 4, right? Like, what do you do for 4s at that point? All right, so let's see, 3 is here. Oh, geez, no, it's not. Crap. Erase that. Undo. I was distracted. You're distracting me with your talk of fonts. 6, 6. 6. So 6 is going to be along this line, but we don't know exactly where yet. Our 7's already found there. 5. Let's see. 5. 5, 5. Yep. 4. Or don't know where 4 is there. Trying to figure this out. One's an so let's live for as well. I feel like I feel like it's a Berenstain Stain Bear situation. Like, what has happened to this world? I've been getting all riled up about weird little things lately because I've been very, very much into my all-time favorite game, Mist Online, and people having some of the most inane debates on the planet that I cannot handle. Oh no, here it is. There's our thing. We're gonna fail. Failure. Clear the grid. Okay, we have to pick something else because that was just not working. That one was not working. Hold on. I pull up the wheel. Look at the ominous sound. Sorry, Platinum Sudoku. Hide the choice. Do you open from the stem end or the other end? Oh, I think I write the closed for. So she does not like habits. We left us bewildered as to how I opened bananas a few days ago. How do you open bananas? And let's spin the wheel one more time. What are we gonna get this time? Because I can't do more Sudoku, so I'm gonna lose my mind. Quiet Sudoku. You see, there's so many choices, it doesn't even know what to do right now. Oh, it's a long spin. I feel like this one would have been a lot longer than the other ones. Am I crazy? I make a quick bite just to puncture it and then peel from there. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It makes sense. Oh, no. Okay. World Championship Poker Deluxe Series. Okay. You know what? That's fine. All right. World Champion Poker Deluxe Series. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Gotta go back to main. All right. Let's see. World Champion Poker Series. Poker Deluxe Series. By Crave. Oh, no. It's a Crave Entertainment. Big night for numbers. Mike. Yeah, more numbers. I do find you get more stringy bits peeling from the stem end. Really? Alright, oh. Career mode? Character generator. Hold on. Delete. That's not caps, it's anti-caps. That's just shift. How many letters do I get? Only that many, never mind. So it's just bogey. Yes. I'm a man. Oh, look at these faces. What is this? Like, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the big jawline. The thing was, sometimes you try and peel from the stem end, and it just like sort of folds in. It doesn't peel. You're right, Ricky. You're not wrong in this. Ooh, I can change skin tone with LNR. Hold on. We got what? Okay, as white as can be. Get to pick hats. Big top hat. Yes. Bro, I like it. I want the top hat though. Do I get to? Oh, then I get to pick the colors. No. All right, shirt. I don't get to change the color. Tattoos. Tattoos and a top hat right now. Necklace. Let's see. Oh, you only get one choice. Gold chain. Yes, absolutely. Glasses. Of course. Oh my gosh. Steampunk goggles. Yep, steampunk goggles. This is amazing. I did not expect any of this from Championship Poker. A purple watch. Yes. And then wristbands. Thank you. Yes. The weird sweatband. Booted from the poker table for not wearing a shirt. So you finally decided to live the dream and become a professional rounder. Well, welcome to World Championship Poker. Let me take a second to get you acquainted with how things work around here. This street is called Casino Lane. This is the major road that'll take you to all the casinos. There are 4 casinos in the city that you should know about. You have the Amazon, the Nebula, and the Renaissance. But before I get ahead of myself, you'll be starting here, the Wild Corral. All the casinos. After watching this and a similar thing Jeff Gertzman does for NES games, I sort of want to play Amiga games this way. Yes, Mike! One more thing before I let you go. Should a problem arise, you may find yourself in need of some financial help. You can always visit Tito over at the loan office and he'll get you back on your feet. That covers all the basics, so here is 5,000 starting cash. Now go have some fun and good luck on your rise to glory. No way. Excuse me, sir. Omaha High-Low or Omaha Hold'em. Excuse me, sir. Can you play me a wonderful ditty? What is... Oh my god, you get to go to different rooms? Video poker? This is insane! Hello, sir. Ooh, blackjack? I like the effort they put in a model. An actual casino you can walk around in. Yeah. And there's a back room. Ooh, is this a bathroom? It's the gift shop! Hold on. World... Hold on. Oh boy. Hold on. I can buy a cell phone and a hamburger. What will the hamburger do me? Is that like a buff? Sensory sweep t-shirt? Is there player housing? A bike ride? Shave? Statistics. Luck? Game face? Intimidate? Skill? I'm sorry, what? We have a skill system. We have stats. I can buy wigs. Do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? When will you wear wigs? Let's just start with some video poker. We're starting up late. Okay, let's put in our coin. Oh, I got a bet. Okay, bam. That's it. Max is 1 credit is 10. Okay, and I put in $30. Okay, deal. I thought those were aces. Okay, so hold and hold and hold. Short. Low pair. Did I win anything? Press L for payout table. Okay. So you get your money back with a low pair. Okay, well that was great. Let's... Hi, sir. I'd like to play some blackjack. Hit me, baby. One more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, Granny's at the table. Shit. Granny's splitting and doubling. Granny's going... Bruce is standing at 13? Bruce. Cliff, you're standing at 12? I'm sorry. We aren't going to be friends, are we? I have to stand at 16, though. Granny busted. Hold on, can I bet more? Apparently I can. 19? Stand at 19. Granny's at 20. Shit. I wonder if, like, is it Granny wins and we all lose? Yeah. It is Granny wins and we all lose. I don't think I can bet more than 5. 21, baby. Suck it, Granny. So you're not playing against one person. Blackjacks? They all had blackjacks. Oh, here we go. Now I can bet more. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. I forget that this is Nintendo A. 100. Blackjack, baby! Suck it, Bill, Cliff, Granny, and Bruce, and Dealer. So I made some money now. Sometimes Granny wins and you all lose. When Granny wins, we all lose. Busted.
Blackjack.
Blackjack. Let's go check out the rest of this place. Because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is amazing. This is amazing. I did not expect this in the slightest. Like, hey, got anything for me, dude? No? There's an upstairs. Hello, sir. Oh, Texas Hold'em? Yeah, let's do Texas Hold'em.
Post blind.
Sakura! I'm alive and well. Barely. I want to see Tina Burner in concert at the venue. We get to see Granny! What did they do? I guess I can call. What's the blind? I don't see it yet. We gotta call. Jack 5 offsuit. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing that. I should fold, but oh, dude, you're so cool.
The flop.
I don't have anything going.
That child.
Granny, please. This is World Championship Poker. I am folding. Yes, I'm
Read 'em
folding.
and weep, boys.
That was a bad situation. I could have gotten it straight though, maybe. All right.
Post blind.
Okay. Oh. Fold.
Read 'em and weep.
Granny's totally in the Monty Python cast, right?
Post
This
blind.
reminded me of that one Mahjong game on PS1 where everyone has really detailed 3D models and over-the-top animations for placing the pieces down on the table. I got this again. Why am I getting this?
Read 'em and weep, boys.
Yeah, look at that. They got 2 pairs and 3 of a kinds, like, and I have a 2 and a 4.
Post blind.
There we go. 10 and ace. I can do that. Bruce is getting a whiff. He's huffing. She raised to 65. I mean, I'll call. I'm going up against you, Granny. We got this. Keep spitting.
You got beat by an old man.
The flop.
Ooh. All right. I got a chance of a. Yeah, I'm calling. I got a chance of a flush. Yep, keep huffing, Bruce. This is amazing. Like I am in love. This isn't the most streamable game, but like I'm calling. Let's go. What else you got for me?
Turn.
My guy is really good at his poker face right now. I'm hoping for a diamond.
You're out the game.
Let's do it. I'm wasting all my money.
Take that, child.
Granny, you can slap me with your purse all day long.
River.
I got... Okay. So... I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna raise. 100. Get folding, Victor. No, he's calling. I'm bluffing. My pair of aces.
Read them and weep.
Victor won with 3 of kind and 5s. Thanks, Victor, for that one.
Post blinds.
Ace 2. I mean, I'll call. Why not? Poor Bogey. Yeah. Okay, I'll bet. Why not? Putting 50 in. She said, "Take that, child." Granny folds. Bruce raised me 380. Oh my god, I'm calling. What you gonna do, bud?
The turn.
This isn't going well. Betting 300. You know you want to fold, Cliff.
The river.
You know what? Max bet.
You got beat by an old man.
Tarnation.
Yeah, fold, Cliff.
Read them and weep, boys.
Damn it. He had a pair of jacks. I had nothing.
Post
Okay,
blind.
one more game. And then we're going to do some more exploring and probably end it with this one. How does anybody get good hands in this? I am terrible at poker. As you can clearly see. What, bet 145? Jesus. Let's see. So most of the time it's just, hey, if I don't get a... Oh, geez, Bud's happy. If you don't get a pair from this outset, why play? Is that how this works? Is this how the poker world works? Cliff's feeling lucky. Raising you. Granny's laughing. Cliff is laughing.
The turn.
I'm sorry, folks. I got myself a flush right now. I think I'm gonna maybe rely on that one just a little bit. Raise. Max bet. Let's go. Let's go. Do y'all got hearts? Does any of you got a heart? The only one that can beat me is like a flush with like
The river.
an ace.
Tarnation.
Put all my money in. Come on, Granny. What do you got? I win!
Suck it, Granny.
Post
Okay,
blind.
one more. Yeah, that's bad. I'm not even gonna play in that one.
Post blinds.
All right. We could do something with an 8 and 5 of diamonds, sure.
The flop.
checking. Oh, only Victor and Bud and Cliff are at the table now. The other ones have left. Interesting. Yeah, I'll call.
The turn.
Victor's got something. I'm gonna call. Let's just go in.
The river.
Shit. This is a bad situation to be in. What you got, Victor? He's got to have a pair of something. Cliff's being lucky. Oh, not gonna raise. I'm gonna call. Let's just ride this one out.
Read 'em and wait, boys.
Cliff won. None of them had anything. Wow. Wait, so Cliff had ace, ace, king, queen, 10, and Victor had ace, ace. Oh, they split the pot. So they got 500
Post
each.
flying.
Oh, I'm betting on this one, man. Raise to 50. I'm learning the world of gambling. I love gaming inside of games. Like, I love being in a virtual space and playing games within that space. Yeah, I'm betting. Yeah, call me. Jack, queen, king, ace, baby. I don't know if 2 counts in that one, but... just me, Victor, and Bud. Let's go.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll call you Bud. Give me something good.
The
Victor
river.
folded. Come on, Bud. What do you got?
Read 'em and weep.
Oh, he got 3 of a kind. He had a jack on him. No, Bud. Okay, let's explore some more. And I want to like go into the streets and stuff like this because I want to know what's all there. Behind the curtain. Dogs playing poker. I like it. And that guy's got a game. Ooh, hold on. So this is 7-card stud. Can we play pool? No. Another back room. Pineapple and baseball? What is pineapple and baseball? I can't buy any booze from that man. What's the last game here? What do you have? Whoa. 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 Hello? Texas Hold'em tournament. Okay. I want to know what it means to buy like a hamburger. Like, what do you get for buying a hamburger? Does it give you a temporary buff in your stats? Oops, wrong button. Crap. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a hamburger. Why not? And a cell phone. Thank you. And a bike ride. And a show ticket. What do those get me? This looks like a casino from Police Quest, right? Oh my god. Nikki and BS TV? Bativi? Nikki and Bativi. Do you have a monolith? I wish. The Grub Bros. Caveman. I can't check. Andy. Crave. Steve. I think it says Stevie Nicks. It cannot say Stevie Nicks. It's Nikki and Estevi? No, it's Nikki and Stevie. Is that? That's what it is. Nikki and Stevie. Is there an I? There's an IE there, right? There's an IE. It is Stevie. It can't be. Oh, look at the boarded up buildings. This place, Big John's, bail bonds. This place is Rico's. Was it Rico's? Rico's Taco Shop. The I has a star in it. Yeah. Triple D's is closed. No, I want to go to Triple D's. The loan office. Checking the trash cans. Andy. Oh my gosh. This is a Journey East Side. Holy crap. The pawn shop. Tribal tattoo. Can we actually go into these places? No. This is crazy. Nick plus Stevia. Him being the archaeobotanist, he prefers more exotic plants. This is true. Grand Central. Like, so there's no point in going in that one. Like, the east side is just a road you walk. Look at the Amazon. Can I? Oh, I can look up. Oh my, look. Oh. Let's go into the Amazon. What is the point of this map? To traverse it, Audio Eric. To traverse it. You must have, oh, it must have $12,000 before you can go in. It's there because it's there. It's immersive. And there's Nebula. And the Neptune. What was this? What was this popping up? The Neptune. Let's go. Air hockey. Welcome to air hockey. Start the game by placing a bet. You begin the game with the puck on your side of the table. Move the mallet by dragging it with the stylus. Use your mallet to shoot the puck. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. 10. Oh, hold on. I don't have 10,000. Whoa. 5,000. I don't have 5,000. Oh, this is how I'm gonna make my money. Not in oh god, not in cards, but in air hockey. Oh god, oh god. There you suck it. I have $1,000 on the line, man. Oh no! It's going too fast. I can't see it. Oh, went too far. No! Not sure why. Maybe I'm thinking of the Pokemon. The outdoor area feels like a map I'd see a so-so importation of. Like going through random HL1, DM, TF2, Zoonotic, etc. community servers. Yes! Yes, I get this. I do. I feel this hard. This oh my god. He's an iron sieve. A steel trap. Is that better? There we go. It's going too fast. Relax your eyes, Gohan. Should not do so much money on your first try. Quiet, Sakura. Don't tell me what to do. You can't really play air hockey unless you put a month's rent on it. Exactly. And I look at this. Look at this. We're tied right now. Next point wins. I shouldn't what, Sakura? I shouldn't what? What did you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I have a potato in my ear. Oh, no. Get out of here, hockey. Frogging? I want to go frogging. Cudillion? Don't bet against the bogus. That was too close. It's true. Fight? Mulecon? Neptune. Air hockey tournament July 9th through the 12th. Jeez, I did not mean to say it. July 9th through the 12th. I wanted to read the thing. Cash prizes. Beware of greasy teenagers. I will try to beware of greasy teenagers. There's Nebula. I want to get into Nebula, please, sir. Excuse me. Sir, I would like to get into Nebula. Thank you. You must win the Anaconda tournament before you may enter. Oh. The Vortex. Can I go into the Vortex? No. Club Gray. Ooh. All those aliens. Give me those alien strippers. Pulsar. I'm gonna be the guy who makes his fortune in air hockey. I'm that hardcore air hockey gambler. This is so dumb. But I love it so much. We gotta move on, though. We gotta move on. We spent way too much time on gambling. Hold on. Switch it up. 1 second. Bam. Let's get the wheel back. Hey. Let's try something else. You know air hockey, that game that teens love to play? Yeah. And I'm a pro. I just won $1,000 playing air hockey. Let's go. One more time. Let's spin the wheel. See what we get. We've had Sudoku and poker. We can't do any worse than we have already. Can't do any worse. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. We've been doing this now for 15 minutes. It's fine. And it's moving at the pace of a snail. It's struggling. Oh my god, my whole computer is struggling, isn't it? You okay, computer? What do you mean? Audio Eric. It hasn't even been an hour. It's been 57 minutes and 52 seconds. As my wheel is now coming to a crashing halt. There we go, wheel. Thank you. Are you going to slow down anytime soon, though? Come on, wheel. Whoa. Wheel? Are you okay, buddy? The DS really struggles rendering that wheel, huh? Exactly, right? The wheel is reeling. It's a lot. There's a lot going on here. Earls goes, the wheel of time. That's the biggest Trolloc I've ever seen. It's still moving. This carousel. Come on. Come on. Are you gonna, oh, can you move? It's like, I'm sorry. This is a lot for me. You don't understand. I broke the wheel. We did it. We did it, chat. We broke the wheel. I never thought it possible. Come on, wheel. Wow. No. 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 You can't break the wheel. That's impossible. Hold on. We gotta... Hold on. We're not doing Picross DS. We have done too much of this madness. Hold on. I gotta change the spin time. Where's my spin time? Hello? More. No. Enable wait? No. Move inputs? No. Not hide? Where's... There used to be like advanced options, and those have disappeared completely. I don't get access to advanced options anymore. Is that what's happening? Tools? Did they move it over here? Settings. There they go. Tool settings. Spin duration down to... We're going to put it down to like 4. Because the thing seems to be struggling right now. Mike says, lol. Yes, you are. The wheel doesn't lie. Don't make me do this, Mike. You know you don't want me to do this. What has happened to my wheel, though? Reload. Wheel. Oh my god. I've broken it. It's all broken. There it is. Okay. I can't do Picross DS, Mike. You don't want Picross DS. Fine, we'll do some Picross DS. We'll do some Picross DS just for you, Mike. Just for you. Because the wheel demanded it. But like 10 minutes of Picross DS. We'll do like 2 puzzles of Picross DS. The wheel demands it. I know that if I don't do it, it's gonna make me pay for it. Minty, how are you? Welcome. It's so good to see you. All right, we'll do one. We'll do one. Bam. I'm very happy to see you as well. Because as the numbers don't lie, Joe, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice Picross DS. It's good to see you, Minty. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I know how to do... I know how to Picross. Look, I know how to Picross. Yes. Can we skip you? Exit. Yes. This isn't my first time in the Picross rodeo. Daily Picross? My Picross? Normal mode, baby. Level 4.
The light shines.
Didn't Picross DS have a bunch of DLC levels? It did. It did. Alright. Be a little about zooming on puzzles. Okay. If you're using the stylus to control the game, puzzles or more will be displayed on a zoomed-in screen. Touching the puzzle grid will zoom the screen in for a closer view. Go ahead and touch the screen now. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Okay. I see. I can slide because I'm in move mode. Yes. Oh, thank you for that. Okay, that's great. Got it. Okay. Okay, we're good. Thank you. Know what? I'm good. Thank you. I understand. Zoom mode, all that jazz. You sense... We do this one. We'll do this. Okay, so we got what? 5. We got 15, right? Yeah. No. Oh god. Okay, I'm using the D-pad. This is insane. Can't. All right. All right, game. Nope. Plus 2 minutes. Okay. How do? This is X's. Okay, X's. All right. This is a very janky way to do all of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So it's all this. Nope. Go. All right. So X2, X3, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Oh. And then bam. And all done with that row. Ioheek tomorrow. Yes. We will be playing Ioheek tomorrow in Mist Online. As part of, like, not on stream. I'm not going to stream it. It's just me doing it just for funsies on my own. Because playing in Mist Online. Because I love it. Alright, so bam. Bam. There's a timer on this too. This is weird. Playing it like this. I don't entirely enjoy this. 3, 5. With this weird zoom. No. there's a 3. By the way, congrats on the 3-stream streak. Woo! I've not done much more continuation of the ages yet. Oh man, did you finish the? I know you were working on the 0 markers. How did that go? Did you finish that up? All right. Yeah. Bam. All right. Ooh. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where they're gonna go from there, though. Okay. So, what are our known here? So we know there's a 2 here somewhere, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna be this one. Yeah. 3, 1, 2. Oh no! See, this is what I'm telling you. This is what's driving me crazy. This auto scrolling. Thank you for the shout out, by the way. Vital Minty is fantastic. They're an Australian streamer, and they are a delight. They're the nicest folks in the world. Really great. I got to know them through Save and Raid, and I've enjoyed their stuff. And they're also a giant Myst fan, so like I immediately kindred spirits right then and there. There's no question to be had. All right. I mean, to humor indeed. 2, 4, 6. Okay. Thank you. To humor indeed. All right. This has to be here. This one has to be there. This one is not. 1. All right. We're starting to get an understanding of where everything is in all of this. Oh, so that makes it that this can't be here or here. Or there, so it has to be in the bottom. Bam. Okay. It is from Callahan's Cross Time Saloon, probably the funniest game ever. I would wholeheartedly agree, Sakura. You know me. All right, so this is then going to be 5, so this goes. How much time left? We're doing fine. And then 4 has to go here. So 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. So what are you? 3, 1, 4. So that's that, and then 4. Oh, there's a 2 here. Whoops. So that one can't be there. Oh. Oh. Okay. I just sent a whole bunch of videos from Pissed to your DMs. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. All right, so you're all done too. So bam. You're all done. Bam. What about you? You need a 2. You need a 3, so you're done there. Okay. You're done here, and here, and here, and here. So 1 is here. Okay, and bam, bam. Done. Fight, baby. Let's go. Oh, I even had the one where he goes, wee. Oh, we got to get some piston here. That'll be fantastic, Vinyl Minty. That will be fantastic. Look at that, we made a kite. Hooray! That's it. I told you I'd do one. I love Picross. Do not get me wrong. I love Picross. But this wheel needs to do better. It needs to perform better. Let's give it another spin. Well, that's very kind of you, Vinyl Minty. I will definitely check it out. And also get it going. Yes, GOG, I know there's a game on sale. Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing. It's not Diddy Kong DS. Don't listen to it. It's Diddy Kong Racing, though. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Oh, you do? Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see. No worries, though. You're not in any hurry. Okay, so Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong Racing is fantastic, even on the DS. It's actually a little easier on the DS. But I dig it. What games are these rips from? This is my DS ROM collection of stuff. I just got a big old selection of it. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Vinyl Minty's talking about Pissed. It is a parody of Myst, and it's got John Goodman in it, which is kind of crazy. New game. Multiplayer game type. Oh my gosh. Adventure? Of course adventure. Is there any other choice? Okay. Wow, you don't get as many options from the start. Got Dixie, Diddy, Tip Top, Pipsy, Tiny Kong, Timber, Crunch, and Bumper. I mean, we're going Crunch then, baby. Are the Bobs professional racers? You know they are, Earl. When I catch you, I will smash you into fish food. Yeah, there's a whole added part of this. Diddy, we need your help. Come quickly. Like, this was not in the 64 version. What is this? Wizpig is taking control of our beautiful island. Please help us. Timber. I will round up the other Kongs and be with you shortly. This is one we gotta do a full playthrough at some point. Because Diddy Kong Racing is just the best. Diddy, come on, guys, follow me. Timber needs us. Crunch, where are those Kongs going? I will follow. Look, it's... Oh, God. I thought it said Pissy. They're on their way! Wizpig had better watch out. The Kongs are coming. You bet. Do I know anything about Kyoro-chan bird? The Kyoro-chan bird. No, I do not. Tell me about the Kyoro-chan bird. What is that about? Tell me, Earl. This was the best. Having an open world, like a hub world racing game. I have a PS1 game and came in gimmick exact mix. I don't know how the actual snack is though. Ooh. Oh, there. I'm Tosh. Welcome to the island. Thanks, Tosh. It's good to see you, buddy. I love one I really want to play on stream is Road Trip on the PlayStation 2. That's another open world driving RPG where you're trying to become the president of cars. Earl says apparently it's a Japanese mascot for a Japanese chocolate ball, and the mascot has a video game. Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing. I gotta look that up. That's for sure. What's happening? Oh, is he tutorializing on us? Welcome to my mystical hut. To access my wish menu, use your stylus to rub my lamp. No, I'm good. Thank you. There's my backup. I don't want to rub your lamp. Where are you going? Try rubbing the lamp to access my wish menu. Okay, fine. Interesting. Everett Depanger says, "Hi, found out about you from watching your Schism 1 playthrough. Come across a few people who've experienced that game. Everett, welcome, and thank you so much for the follow. We do a lot of adventure game playthroughs, so don't you worry. They'll definitely be making some more appearances as well. We've been playing some Myst Online recently, which is one of my all-time favorite games. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed Schism a lot more than I was expecting. And because I've always been told... So, like, real talk for a second. Sorry, this happens. My name is not Melon DS on here, no. I'm a giant Myst, like, diehard. I love Riven. I love Myst Online, slash Uru, Complete Chronicles. I don't enjoy Myst 3 and Myst 4 as much. And so when we're hit with, like, these Myst likes, I'm always worried about their puzzle design. And, because, like, I don't enjoy Seventh Guest. You know, Seventh Guest is very puzzle. And there isn't a lot of, It's very, like, I don't know how to explain it, like parlor game puzzle. And with Schism, they didn't do that. I was glad they didn't. I was worried they would. Because so many games are like, it's like Myst, and they end up being those kind of puzzles that are like Seventh Guest, and I don't enjoy those puzzles as much, comparatively. But I enjoyed Schism so much, besides that one. For the love of all that is good, Everett, though, can you explain to me... Can you explain to me that puzzle? You know the one. If you can, oh my gosh. The smartest person alive. Minty says, fuck the chess puzzles in 7th Guest. I agree. Those chess puzzles were brutal. Delete. Okay, let's do this. I'll just bam. Bam. They removed him in the VR version. Yeah, the VR version's a completely different game, which is not a problem. It's not a bad thing. Select your icons. I only have one icon. Ooh! You need to create your in-game identity. Use the stylus to create your icon. When you're happy with it... Okay, so we want a blue background. And then we are going to... Oh, I don't have much of a palette choice, do I? Yes, there is it's a VR remake. It's a completely different game. Same concept and idea, but like, let's hold on. Okay. My pasty ass. Oh no, undo that shit. Blue. My left-sided head. They don't give you a lot of choices for anything in this. There's my hair. What little I have. And then... Here's my logo. In my poorly MS Paint skills. My big red lips. Big ears. Can I don't know if I can, if paint fill's gonna actually like fill this. It does! Oh god, that's a monstrosity. And I love it. This is amazing. Ooh. Outline the hair. You can see the difference. And then we'll fill in here. This is beautiful. Perfect. I'm afraid I don't have an answer for you on that one. Played about 5 years ago and accidentally played the abridged version. Still, the experience stuck with me. I enjoyed it a bunch. Ricky says, by any chance, do any of you know what the deal is with the Myst 4 soundtrack CD? It's really hard to find, while 2 and 3s are pretty easy to seek out, but I don't know much about the series. So, Myst 4 had, some music by was it Peter Gabriel? I think, and that may be why. Schism 2 has great puzzles, though the rest of Schism 1's weaknesses mostly remain. Oh, that stinks. I mean, Schism isn't bad, by the way. It has its flaws, but even those flaws are pretty minor in comparison. It's a licensing thing, is my guess, yeah. Follow my trail of tokens, it'll lead you around the course. Thanks, dude. Mnemonic Man tried Schism 2, but barely got far. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. We've barely done any racing because I was just too busy making my logo. It's coming for me, though. The weird racist stereotype is coming for me. We did it. The logo making is the real gameplay, just like character creation in Sims games. It's true. I have to play my most beloved, and the most obscure oddity of an adventure game that I have is a Myst-styled game made in the mid to late 2000s. Called Journey to Heaven. It is the strangest game, one of the strangest games I've ever seen. I have a bunch of weird stuff, and some stuff that like I can't play on stream. Like I have a Myst-style adventure game called Rihanna Rouge. Yeah, we can't play that one on stream. There's a Myst-style porn game that exists. Ricky says, why have I seen Journey to Heaven? I know what this is, but I have no idea from where. So Journey to Heaven is a Myst-style game where you play an astronaut who gets killed in an adventure through the asteroid belt. And you're sent to heaven where your super hot bimbo grandmother leads you through the different stages of heaven to bring about the end times, I think? I haven't beat it. I haven't gotten very far. We gotta actually play that on stream before. Myst-style porn game reminds me of finding out Alone in the Dick exists. Exactly, yeah. Rihanna Rouge it's actually a pretty competent adventure game, but it has hardcore pornographic scenes in it. But it's actually like a decent adventure game, which is weird. Ricky says, "What a wild synopsis for Journey to Heaven." It is a very wild game. Then, of course, like, my good friend Mike and I, we played recently a very obscure adventure game that was an FMV one that was Virtual Nightclub, VNC Virtual Nightclub, which was originally meant to be a CDI game that got canceled and then ported over to DOS, or Windows 95. And I love it. It is very bad, but it is one of an incredibly valuable cultural snapshot of technological countercultures of the mid-1990s. It's part documentary, part adventure game, and it's wild. Earl says, Commander Blood? No, this would be Virtual Nightclub. It's so interesting. And it talks about, like, techno music, also, like, hacking, and, like, just like sexuality on the internet, a whole bunch of really crazy stuff. It's actually very good in terms of like seeing what life was like during that time and in those subcultures. And it's really, really fascinating. And what's really interesting was because like during the pandemic, amidst the COVID like lockdown, right? They started talking about like how people were having these virtual nightclub get-togethers. And like the people that you saw there are the people that you saw on Virtual Nightclub, very much so. And it was so fascinating to see. Audio says, have you played the Clue FMV game? I have played I've not played that, but I have played Clue the VHS game, which is similar in idea. Ricky says some of the most bizarre games in that sort of mist vein I've seen are like the handfuls of Macromedia Director games. Yes, that came out in Japan in the late 90s. Yes. Plus Comair, since that one is Hong Kong, I believe. And of course, sorry, we're talking about these things instead of talking about playing DS games right now. Because I love this stuff so much, and I haven't streamed in over a week, and so just this talking is bibbling my giblies like no other. I've missed streaming so badly. The Cosmology of Kyoto, and we found out that there's actually another Cosmology game that never got released, or did get released, was Lost to Time, that just got found recently. So there's actually a second Cosmology game that has been unearthed, but it is in Japanese, I believe, so like we don't have a translation for it. But yeah, the Cosmology of Kyoto is a really great one. Dude, it's just, those games are so fascinating to me. It's so fascinating to watch a game redefine genres or create genres and styles within which a lot of people emulate, and whether they succeed or not, and how do they succeed? How do they work to help keep their identity unique while still being very faithful to that style? And I think Schism does a good job of doing that when we were talking about Schism earlier, where most of them don't. I would feel that the majority of Myst clone games don't necessarily do a great job of doing that, but... Audiox says, oh my gosh, you won't believe this, but I know some of the actors in the Clue VHS game Parker Brothers used to be based on Salem. Shut the front door, Audio Eric. Thank you, Cannoli, by the way. Holy crap, 32 months. It's been a while, Crocodile. Cannoli, thank you so much, my friend. And happy 10-year stream anniversary. I mean, I'm still celebrating it, even though it happened like 2 weeks ago. But just because of being sick and things happening, I couldn't get to celebrate it. So I'm just celebrating it forever. Audio Eric, shut the front door right now. Are you telling me you worked with Mrs. White? No way. I cannot stress to you how much I loved VHS games. My mom would always buy them because they were like bargain bin stuff. My mom was a bargain bin person. She'd get a lot of games on the cheap. That's how I got to play Spellcasting 201, how I got to play the Infocom games and stuff like this, or get introduced to them in the first place. She was a bargain bin master in that regard. But she would get all these VHS games, board games. So like Let's Go to the Races, which was a horse racing and betting game, and Clue, and that sort of stuff. So like I love that stuff so much. But Clue was really fascinating to me, and the opening sequence of the Clue VHS game is embedded in my brain and will never ever leave. It is embedded in my brain. Everett says, Schism has definitely always been passionate about its world building, even if no one else understands what's happening. This I would agree, Everett. Its world building is not very cohesive and coherent, but I think it does enough of a good enough job to get the idea. Where like you understand where you're going and what you're doing and that sort of stuff. So like there is at least that. But as like they start to reveal like the ending portions of that game, I'm like, I don't okay. Well, all right. Ricky says, oh neat. The only one I know of is Atmosphere, though I never got to try any myself. Oh my gosh, yes. Eric says, oh yeah, Jack Neary, Cheryl McMahon. Oh my gosh, Audio Eric, I'm so jealous. That is the coolest thing ever to me. That is the coolest thing ever. I'm so jealous. Because I love that. So sorry, we're still be playing games, not talking about adventure games, because this is what happens. Everett, Ricky, you're kind of new to the channel. Welcome. This is what happens. This is what happens. It's 90% jibber jabber, 10% game, unless we're doing a game that is something that like I am, if you know that I am vibing on the game that I'm playing when the rants are less, but that is so rare because I always like to digress and kind of break things down and be like, oh, so like, do you see what they did there? That's really smart, and this is interesting, and like how do you see that gimmick and the use of the gimmick and the application of it and how they did that and twisted it into something new and interesting. Like, I always like to digress into those ways, but when we get into something that's really immersive, I'm just like, oh, look at that, that's cool, and just keep doing that over and over again, like a bad record. But I love video games, as you can tell. I love talking about video games. I get so riled up because again, all-time favorite game is Myst Online. Ooh, live. Sakura says this is very normal. Yeah. I love Myst Online. I love Shenmue, the Shenmue series. I love everything. Like, I'm a big fan of MMORPGs, a big fan of adventure games in a real big way. I'm a big fan of fighting games in a real big way, although I don't stream very many fighting games. Just because it's not necessarily the most streamable thing, because most of them are so kind of arcade heavy that there's not a lot of like hooks. But there's some things I want to play. But we do a lot of CPU versus CPU tournaments where we have the computers play each other in a big round robin tournament and bet on them. Channel points, of course. And have people like sponsor fighters so they have somebody to root for. It's a good time. We have to do another one of those soon. But I love games in general of all types, of all generations, all genres. Ricky says, I've watched a decent amount of fighting game streams. What makes you say they're not super streamable? Because I like to play really obscure ones. And I also like to play like Virtua Fighter, where like Virtua Fighter, there's not a lot. I mean, I guess like maybe Virtua Fighter 4 on PS2 might be a good choice at some point. But like, it's hard to explain because like either I'm going to be playing something that I love and I can talk about it. And then the other ones, like trying to understand maybe the mechanics, would be part of the fun. But like, and I want to get like maybe Tobal, like Tobal 2 and stuff like that. Maybe play some Tobal games because they have that campaign, like actual exploration. Ricky says, why the PS2 version? I always thought the community usually played FT. So why the PS2 version was just because it has like a ladder mode where you're like playing against the records of people who played at this Japanese tournament, but also you get like cool customizations and stuff like this too. I like to kind of also view series kind of chronologically too, to kind of understand like how did this evolve, how did this change, how did this improve over time. Let's look at these evolutions and see where this game got to be where it was. I very much enjoy that too, kind of seeing, because like when I play text adventure games too, and I typically will with my good friend Nick, with like the Infocom games, we very much want to play them in chronological order to watch the history of Infocom and evolve and change as new authors emerge, how they change in that microcosm of this timeline, and kind of just discuss that stuff, which is fun to do. Yeah, so like I play weird stuff. Ricky says, I think the arcade versions have customization with the card support that got emulated recently. Yes, Ricky, this is true. But also like one of my favorite fighting games, I streamed it for a little bit, but you can't do much with it, is a game called Karate Tournament. It's not Karate Champ. It's not that. Karate Tournament was made from the guy who created Strider. It is a beautifully painted, like rotoscoped one-on-one karate tournament style fighting game, and it's really fun. It's just one button. It is a one-button fighter, and it is so amazing and beautiful and tactical, and it's intimate. I love fighting games for their intimacy. And it is one of the most intimate fighters of the lines of like a Bushido blade and that sort of thing. So it's so cool. Yeah, I play everything though. Like, I go into the weird stuff. I go deep into things. We got so many things to do. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be playing this though. Like, we haven't even raced a single race in this dang thing. Karate Tournament does look cool. It is so cool. Now, I don't know of a single person who has ever like played Karate Tournament and like knows what I'm talking about. But Karate Tournament is definitely one of my all-time favorite fighters. I'm a Virtua Fighter fanatic. I love Virtua Fighter. I love oh, this is the multiplayer mode. I love Virtua Fighter. I love Samurai Showdown and / Last Blade. Those are like my big ones. Oh my god, I'm stuck. There we go, 1. Traditional for your standard 2D fighter enemies. Yeah, I always appreciate fighting games with non-traditional win conditions, like what the Fighter's Destiny / Toy Fighter games have going on. I have Fighter's Destiny. Yes, great choice. I'm gonna spin this. That didn't spin very well. Okay, we do have a coins. We do have a drift button. Oh, jeez, his drift is a little wacky. Oh, we have... Whoa, it has like Star Fox taunts. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Missed it. Got me some steel drum. But yeah, you'll find typically with my stream, when I talk about being a variety streamer, a person who plays like, there we go. What's my button for the boost? When I say that I'm a person that plays everything, I'm a person that plays everything. You know, like expect me to play Dr. Slump soon because of the recent passing of Akira Toriyama. I really want to play the Dr. Slump game. I never got to play it. It got translated recently, so like, why not? But I play everything. I play, you know, we played The Sims 2 on DS from beginning to end. We did a full completion of that game, and that was a lot of fun. Look at this. But yeah, oh. Here's one. Have you guys ever played the Myst-style adventure game on the PlayStation 1? That is Book of Watermarks. You ever played that? That is a Sony-developed game, I will add. It is a Sony-developed game that is a wild time. Not necessarily a challenging or difficult game either. I beat it fairly easily, but it was a lot of fun. That was not a great... Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you spin and drive? Ooh, they can take the coins too. You're making little Tiny Kong cry, man. Okay, what was this? I love this. So it is a Japanese only release game, but it is in full English. So you get the full English. It's voiced completely in English. And it is interesting. It's about Prospero from The Tempest. And the Book of Watermarks, the thing with which he uses to create the island that he is on, is they've gone missing. All of the books there, and so you have to use the Book of Watermarks to locate all of the different books and bring the place back together. This has been exceptionally easy. Audio says, "Ooh, I love The Tempest." Yeah, we did a full playthrough of that audio work. It's archived. It was very enjoyable. It wasn't exceptionally hard. It was a ton of fun though. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to get through. There's too many games. There are just too many games. There are so many games. It's just off the charts. Because we got to go through a bunch of RPG stuff. I've been heavy into Western RPGs of the early 2000s. We're playing Venetica, so like I have a schedule normally. It's a little different than what we're doing right now. I got sick. My daughter went through surgery. And so we've been having to do a lot of stuff. And so right now, technically, we're playing Venetica, which is a early 2000s Fable-style action RPG, which we just recently started, as well as I finally got Soul Reaver 2 working properly on the computer, so we're going to get that going. I made the bad MS Paint artwork for that, so expect to see that coming up soon. And then my good friend Nick and I are playing Spellcasting 101, which is a Legend Entertainment game. Text adventure, which is really good. We've been enjoying that too. I don't know if we're going to play that on Sunday or not. It depends on his schedule. So if he's not available, we'll play Venetica. Those are like kind of the big ones. I have a big game and a small game, typically. Big games are usually done on Fridays and Sundays, although that's going to change with the way that doing things now. Yeah, this isn't going to work. So yeah, so we're working on stuff. I got a big game, which is usually some like big RPG, and then a small game, which is typically going to be something that is adventure games, because we can beat those fairly quickly, or kind of these smaller platformers and like action games, like Soul Reaver. So we're after Venetica, we have to play Gothic. Gothic? Yeah, Gothic is the next one. We have to play that one. Like that's been a big one on my list for a very, very long time that I've really wanted to play a whole bunch of. And I just recently got it because it was super cheap on sale, and I'm excited to play it. And then, so after we beat Soul Reaver, we'll probably play Dr. Slump, or I might even just take a break and not actually finish that one, or not. We'll do Dr. Slump first before Soul Reaver, because Akira Toriyama just recently passed, and I really want to play that game a bunch. I don't even really know what it is or how it plays, but I'm fascinated by it. Look at this, man. This game's a lot easier than the Nintendo 64 version. Let's look at this. So yes, I have Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yes, I have to do that one on my list. Yes, I do. I do indeed. Sorry for derailing you so much. I guess more on topic. I remember seeing for the first time last year that someone is working on improving the performance of Diddy Kong Racing 64 on original hardware. Already got it at 40 frames a second from the original 20. It's really neat to see what modern homebrew/ROM hacking developers can squeeze out of the 64. I wholeheartedly agree, Ricky, and you never need to apologize for the derailment. Because, look, one thing that I love just as much as playing games is talking about games. So, like, derailing is never a problem. You know, I've been playing games now for over 35 years. Playing them since I was a wee lad. I'm 40 years old now. I've been playing them since I was 2. Very first game, Atari 2600 Combat. We practically don't even have rails here, exactly. So like, I love video games. I eat, breathe, and sleep video games. To give you an understanding, I feel that I've spent orders of magnitude more time talking about games than actually playing them. At this point, I feel like kindred spirits in that regard, absolutely. I'm a full-time stay-at-home dad, so I got 2 daughters, so I do spend a lot of time like researching stuff and go like in my free time, dedicating a lot of time to understanding video games a bit more. To give you like a feel, again, another feel, I love digital preservation. I love online games and lost online games. Right now we're working on getting Dark Sun Crimson Sands, which was a Dark Suns MMO from 1996 by SSI, up and running and working. It was a white whale for me, one that I thought was never going to happen in my lifetime, and somebody came along with some bare bones server of the game and getting it kind of working, at least functioning where you can connect. I didn't even get to talk about that on stream. My Discord people were freaking the freak out. My Discord folks were listening to me just lose my freaking mind. So I have 2 massive white whales in games that I wish to see. There's a mud project going too. Yes. Oh my god, there's so many things. Oh my god, so many things. Holy crap. Okay, so listen. I've had the last 5 years have been pure unadulterated struggles, obstacles placed one after the other, traumatic events, really difficult life situations that have thrown me into a complete and utter loop. And then this year is the year that fate decided to say, hey, Bogus, I'm sorry. Here are the things. The first thing was at the start of this year, I've been huge into this Commodore 64 game called Habitat. It's the very first graphical online MMO, and it was a social MMO made by Lucasfilms Games. At the time, it's LucasArts, of course, as we know now, but that was their label before then. Ricky says, oh, Habitat, I saw the thing for that. Yes. And so I had this crazy idea because it's open source, and I was like, why don't we have any modern modification tools for this game? It'd be really, really awesome to see the ability to make new regions, to make new items and new content for the game. And so I put out a thing I've been putting out for forever, making these very impassioned posts about why we need to kind of look to the past to learn new design philosophies and how we can improve on those things. Ricky says they first learned about Habitat from the Saturn version of the game. Yes, that would be Fujitsu's Habitat. Yeah. Fujitsu bought the rights after Club Caribe. They bought it from what later became AOL, but at the time it was Quantum Link. We have the documents of the purchase too, of that purchase in particular, which is interesting. Remember trying to see if the Neverwinter OG was still playable. It is not. The online version at least is not. It did re-release as a single player game. But it's that weird thing where someone just recreated it from scratch with some custom stuff rather than a server for the actual original DOS game. Yeah. But so anyway, so I was putting out this thing for Habitat. I was like, we should have these modern tools. This is what I would love to see. And I always said this out for forever, all the time. And then this year, someone was like, I have a very specific set of skills, and what you're asking for, I can do. And so in just a couple weeks time, they built up modern web-based region editing tools so you can make new regions, and so you can make custom content for Habitat, and that blew my mind. And so been working on that little at a time, because I do have some priorities because other things happened. The other big thing that's happened to me recently was that I had been preaching about how multi-user dungeons, MUDs, text-based MMOs, how they have never gotten with the times. Taking major influence from my #1 biggest white whale in the world, a game called VR1 Crossroads, which I promise you no one has played. I wish that people have. It was made by some really big, heavy hitters in the gaming world. It was a text-based MUD that had multimedia, sound effects, music, a graphical user interface, artwork by H.R. Giger, really big stuff. And so I took major influence from this game because I'd never seen anything like it, ever. And it doesn't exist anymore. There's no way we can play that game. That is what the white whale that I genuinely think we'll never ever see again in my lifetime. So I rant about how MUDs could improve, and I used that as a great resource as influence on ways that we could improve MUDs and make them better or more engaging to a modern audience. And a good friend of mine who is an indie game developer, they made this really great game called The Aching, which I'd highly recommend you check out. It's an old school Sierra style adventure game. Visually, it's got like the old AGI system, visual aesthetic. Anyways, they were like, "What would you like to see? What would you like to see in your dream mud?" And I explained it to them, and they're like, "Look, I don't have a lot of time right now, but I want you to know that like I would love to do something with this in the future. Have a good night, Earl." Thank you, my friend. We're gonna spend so much more time just watching this go around and me ranting, because it's so much time to catch up. And then so I was like, "Oh, that's great." They did this back in like October. I didn't think much of it because I don't ever want to pressure people into that, and I'm not an ideas guy. I'm not a person who's like, "Oh, I got this great idea. I can't program, so you do all the work for me." That's not how I work typically. So it's hard for me to ever be like, because I can't program, but I can write and I can design. And so I didn't think anything of it. And then, just in the beginning of February, they were like, "Hey, let's go. Here's the user interface. I've got, the server running. And just recently we've been talking about like what kind of features we want to see in it, brainstorming some ideas, getting those implemented, and then putting in the GM tools to start building for it. Will be up and running in a couple weeks, very soon, and I'll have that ability to make stuff and start building this mud that I've been dreaming of for forever. Audio Eric has to go as well. Thank you so much, my friend. It's so good to see you, and thank you for coming in and just hanging out during this whole wild ride. So we have a graphical user interface, the ability for multimedia, small artwork, small like a low pixel artwork for it, a paper doll for inventory management, that sort of stuff, but all still being a text-based game primarily, and a whole bunch of other really interesting things which I'm not going to go into because it's secret. Of course, also taking major influence from the original EverQuest as well. Never played any MUDs. The only sort of online focused RPG I ever really played was Phantasy Star Online. Ricky, that's okay. We're also going to be playing some Phantasy Star Online a little bit later this year for sure. Blueburst, playing some Blueburst. So you're always welcome to join us too when we do that. The more the merrier. I tried to play some MUDs, but that's a big time investment. So here's the thing, Ricky. I agree wholeheartedly. How can you make it be more digestible into smaller chunks too? Because MUDs have so many problems where if you're going to play a MUD, it's not like any MMOs of modern day or even of back in the day. These older ones were like, I'm going to do this one little project and you do it. MUDs are a huge time investment. How do you improve those things? And there are ways to do so. Ways that create some small minor quality of lives that actually just make the game a lot more easier to play and understand where you are spatially in the world, amongst other things. MMOs are kind of the same, at least from as far as I've seen. I would say, Ricky, that MMOs are probably the biggest misconstrued genre of any out there, because there's so much. There's so much to go into with this. Vinyl Minty says, I remember a MUD making software when I was in high school. Yes. I used a web-based one. My very first MUD was one that I used that was a web-based thing, and it was really garbage. It was not a great MUD, but I was in my early 20s, so like, don't shame me. MUD 32 sounds familiar. But anyway, sorry, MMOs. We're gonna go on a major tangent here. Another MMOs where you can play them more digestibly, but I feel like even those I would just let consume me. So here's how I approach them, because I approach them very differently than a bunch of folks, right? I play MMOs very, very differently. So like one of my favorite MMOs is the original EverQuest. And most people are like, oh, well, that's a huge grind. That's a huge time commitment. All of these things. But I play it very differently, where it isn't those things. I treat it typically like a co-op game. So I have like one friend. Okay, we're going to play it on this one day. That's our day of the week to play. Play it for a couple hours, make some progress, that sort of stuff. But it's all really about exploring more than anything. And the way that it's built is a game that rewards just farting around. And I love it so much. Enjoy the lurk, Minty. Most MUDs are not well designed. We'll have to go into some and highlight some of the weird things that they do and why they're not so great someday. Anyways, but MMOs can be smaller scale, 1 day a week, if anything, and treat it like an RPG, like a normal RPG, but just with a friend. Jalax says, you're making a MUD, do I hear? Yes, Jalax. Welcome, by the way. It's good to see you. How are you today? Yes. A multi-user dungeon with a client, a graphical user interface, and little tweaks here and there. Nothing too much, because I still believe spent multiple thousands of hours in them growing up. I don't blame you. They're fantastic. VR1 Crossroads, have you ever played that one? That was my white whale. That was my one. That was my lost love that you can never play again. And it was the best I've ever played, and nothing has ever compared. And it hurts me to say that, but it has ruined MUDs for me. And I'm trying so hard to recapture that essence, because it was such a huge and impactful game. The creator of Lip, Dinosaurs Teaching Esperanto, Castle Infinity, baby. Oh, stop it, Lip. All you got, see, this is what happens. This is what happens, chat. This is what happens when I go into this stuff. Most of my time is in Major MUD, which most haven't heard of. Ooh, I haven't heard of Major MUD. I'll have to look into this, Jalax. Lip is referencing the 1995 2D side-scrolling puzzle platformer MMO for children called Castle Infinity. It's made by the guy who made the Choose Your Own Adventure style books set in the Super Mario universe. He created a game that was a 2D puzzle platformer, an MMO, and it had FMV sequences as well, where you'd get like phone calls from people. It taught you Esperanto. It was really good. Ricky says, crazy how they named a whole conlang after a Mega Man Zero song. Right? Anyways, I digress. Yeah, building a MUD at some point. So that's project number 2. 1, building a new graphical online social game using the Habitat engine from the Commodore 64. Project 1. That can be done on my own time, though, because I can build all that stuff on myself and not rely on other people. And then project 2 is we're building a MUD with an indie developer that has made games, really good games too, I will add. Check out the Aching. And then there's a third thing. Ujalax says that Major MUD had a hardcore element to it when you had a limited number of lives and can permadie. I'm a big advocate for permadeath. I played a game, my very first MMO was a game called Underlight. It was roleplay mandatory. You only had one character. Permadeath could happen under very specific circumstances. And it had pre-established guilds that had physical buildings in the world and like their own philosophies and like would war with each other. It was really great and interesting. Used the real-time combat system. So it would have been 1998. But they say the official release date's 1999, but that is not true. It was 1998. On MPlayer, the gaming service. I digress once more. The third thing that happened just happened a couple weeks ago. We had streamed recently in December, one of my all-time favorite computer RPGs called Dark Sun Shattered Lands, made by SSI. This would have been 93, 94, 93-ish, I think. And really, really great RPG that is a lot of fun to play, very accessible, feels great to play, lots of cool stories to kind of get into, and it's very manageable, it's really fun. And they had a sequel which isn't as good, and I never beat it, which I want to stream at some point to beat. But they also made an MMO using that engine, which was called Dark Sun Crimson Sands. There's not much you know about the game. There was about a dozen screenshots online that we have, as well as a game FAQ guide about the quick keys that you can use in the game. That's kind of all it has. And an AMA from one of the original developers for an unrelated game. and they reference how much they love Dark Sun. That's like the info we have on the game. That's it. And reverse engineering is really difficult to do. So I would talk about this game very regularly, hoping to get some folks interested in wanting to do so. Some people took up the mantle and trying to reverse engineer it and being like, this is too much work. There's some real peculiarities in how this was designed and how this was coded that causes some major issues and causes a lot of work to do. And they're like, we just don't have the time to do that. But a couple weeks ago, an individual just kind of popped up out of the ether, and they had begun the process of emulating a server where you could create a character and kind of walk around that small space, and that was kind of it. That's all you could really do right now. And it's kind of still where we're at today. But it came out just a couple weeks ago, and so I got in touch with that person. We've been sending out emails and requests from a bunch of people involved in the original gaming network platform that they were hosted on, which was called the Tenet Network, which I've been in contact with and trying to reach out to, as well as a bunch of the other people who are involved in the development, and reaching out to try to get some more information. But we've been working on just the slow process of reverse engineering it now. It's a real, very real thing, and that was something that I legitimately had confined myself to, like, to death. Like, I knew that I'd never play that game ever again. I'd never play it in my lifetime. I never played it in general. Lip says, I wish I could help more with the projects, but I have zero vision. Whoa, Lip! Look, you don't need vision, my friend. If you need direction, I got direction for days. I got stuff, Lip. If you want to help with any of it, you just let me know. I can put you to work. But with the Dark Sun game, I legitimately was like, this year, I had like come to terms with it. It's like, I'm never going to play this game. I will die, grow old and die, and never get to experience it. And that's okay. It's just time to move on. And then now, just recently, somebody was like, boom, here you go. And my brain is exploding. It's overflowing. Lip says, helping out that tiny bit last week helped mitigate any imposter syndrome for me. It felt good. Lip, you sell yourself so short. When I wanted to do that lucky hit style game, and you were just like, I don't know Unity at all, and you're like, hold on, and then you made it where you could make lucky hit boards just using WordPad and importing it into stinking Unity. Don't tell me you don't know what you're doing. You absolutely know what you're doing, Lip. And I mean, Lip, I talk about you constantly. I've told Anomus how you are an incredibly talented human being, and one day I'm gonna get you. One day I'm gonna get you, and be able to pay you a bunch of money, just to build things and just have fun. That's my goal in life. I'm sorry, it's 11 o'clock. Let's spin the wheel one more time. We raced a couple. Hold on, let's do at least a race in plane and whatchamacallit. Right, we get to do them in the other ones, right? Oh, really? How do we... Hold on. How do we go in the other vehicles? I just know that my professional work is in super niche area, and I constantly worry that I put all my eggs into one basket, and I wouldn't be able to pick up other software very easily if I changed my career path. No, I disagree wholeheartedly, my friend, and you know this. You're back again for the challenge. You must fly that plane of yours around the island. Good luck.
Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. No, Lip. Very forgiving, these targets. But look, I'm 40 years old. Literally, my experience in a lot of things is pretty minuscule and relegated to like working for the majority of it in like retail. Yeah, I failed. I don't care. Well, it's fine. Working in retail and helping getting my wife through things and getting her through college and helping her with her education and career. And once you hit a certain age, I'm just like, I think I'm ready to like start really focusing on making games and designing stuff, because I've been writing and designing forever. In my brain, like I have a million, not in just my brain, I have a million design docs that I want to get into and really make beefy. Let's go. Let's spin the wheel one more time. Let's spin it one more time. Let's see what it gives us. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna leave Diddy Kong on there because I want to play it at some point. When actually, like, let's dedicate time to it. Let's spin it one more time. Here we go. Maybe. There we are. Wheel of DS games. Even though the wheel is like, I'm struggling, my friends. This is pain. Chillax. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's a very weird thing there, but we can play Mario and Sonic. I want to play that one. Let's load it up. The wheel, it hurts. Aunt Janice. Oh, Lip. Lip, that makes me so happy that you say Aunt Janice. You add Aunt Janice to that. No one understands that reference in my life, and I'm glad that I've been able to just say it so much that it just rubs off on everyone. At the Olympic Games. Oh, baby, I'm so excited for this. Aunt Janice, it hurts. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lessons that we should learn. Beijing 2008.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
I can't wait. I don't, no. Delete. There's a delete here. Back. Oceania. Oh, I get to pick? Oh, hold on. Hold up. What do I choose? Okay, Fiji. Fiji's always a good choice. Tunisia? Oh, I could go Tunisia. Let's do United Arab Emirates. Let's go. United Arab Emirates. Yes. Did you guys ever pick janky co-op Battles Fire Up again? You are not the holdup on that, Lip. No. Lip? Lip? There's a reason why I haven't furthered that. It's because I want to play it and beat it single player. First. Because there's so much lore and story that we are missing out in multiplayer. And I felt like, oh, for my first time playing this, I'm doing a massive disservice to this game by playing it multiplayer. Because there are characters, there is story, there is so much going on that we aren't privy to at all. And so, like, we don't even know why we're doing the things that we're doing. We're just told, like, hey, gather these items. And we have nothing to attach ourselves to. Also, to be fair, Artyom has been extremely busy. This is true, Sakura. It was also during the time of, like, December. And that was, like, they're really busy. Battlestar is a really neat thing, but the instability of the network and the inability to rejoin after getting booted was holding it back. It's true. I mean, let's see. Complete a series of events and travel. Let's do a circuit. Beginner class. Mercury circuit. 100-meter dash. Long jump and hammer throw. I mean... Okay. So wait, what's our events? Long jump, hammer throw, okay. Yeah. Waluigi, baby.
Waluigi.
Oh, it's just him. December and then save and raid were huge. Yeah, that was huge. Alright. Using circuit chance doubles athlete points. You can only use circuit chance once, so choose your best event. It's not this. I don't even know how to do this one. You're my one only. Which is okay. Here I thought I had a bunch of stuff suddenly happen, and so I was holding it up. No! No, 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 no. Everyone thinks they're holding it up, and no one is holding it up. Use the stylus to play this event. When ready, appears touch and keep in contact with the touchscreen to build up power. When go, appears slide right to start. Run by sliding left and right on the touchscreen. Use the stylus to play this event. Okay. Alright, this is going to be a bad situation. Everyone is holding it up.
In lane 1, Tails. In lane 2, Waluigi. In lane 3, Mario. In lane 4, Dr. Eggman.
Oh, Dr. Eggman, you're so sexy.
Get set.
Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh, that was not great.
On your mark. Get set.
The replay. That was a bad start. He's not known for his speed. This is one of those games where you have to ruin your DS to beat it, huh? Yeah. He's doing his best. Okay. It's okay, Waluigi. You'll get them in the triple jump, okay? And in the other one, too. I love you, Waluigi.
Congratulations.
I got a rocket emblem for doing a start dash for the first time. Hooray! I've always wanted to play one of the Mario and Sonic games at the Olympic things. Like, the idea of watching Eggman doing a ribbon dance is hilarious to me. Using circuit chance doubles athlete points. No, I'm gonna save it for the last one. Clap near the microphone to work up the crowd. Maybe it'll help you jump farther. Okay. Spacebar is my microphone sound. Run by sliding left and right, touch the screen. When speed locked appears, your speed will be set. At the takeoff board, slide the touchscreen at the angle you want to jump. Oh my god. Running speed, jump, timing, and angle affect the results. Use the status. Okay. Oh god.
Waluigi.
Mashing the spacebar.
First try.
Oh. I'm holding the button. I don't know if it's working.
Ready? Go.
Speed locked. Jump! 38 degrees?
Go.
Relentlessly was a really good game, but your screen condition afterwards, oh my gosh, yeah. Good job, Waluigi. 8.307. Ooh, first!
Second try.
In the first try, I like it. I don't know why the mic thing isn't working anymore. I mean, I've changed the thing.
Ready? Go.
I'm rubbing. Rubbing. Speed locked. That was a bad one.
Ready?
I don't want to watch that again. Still got the best score right now.
Try.
Oh.
Ready? Go.
Rubbing. I'm rubbing. There we go.
Ready?
What'd I get? 7.459. Oh, that wasn't good. Still got first place though, baby. Let's go! Waluigi! I've missed what happens when you hit an RPG on the wheel. Do you just play it for a chunk of time before we win? Yes, Mike. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because there's gonna be some stuff like elves and orcs and elves or whatever it's called, and stuff like that. That'll be interesting to play for a minute. We'll see. All right, the hammer throw. This is the one. This is yours. Let's use it. Doubles your athlete points. Okay. Slide in a continuous circle on the touchscreen to turn your character. The direction of rotation does not matter. Remove the stylus from the touchscreen in time with the 3, 2, 1 countdown to throw the hammer. Okay. Oh my god. Shin Megami Tensei, stop it. Like, we'll never play that one. That was for doing a full playthrough. We did what, Ragnarok DS first?
First try.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Waluigi baby. That wasn't very good. 49. Don't say yes. They almost did double yours, Waluigi.
Ready? Go.
I'm doing it. There we go. There we go, Waluigi. Let's go, buddy. Still not enough. Now to form a new link with the Jizoid.
Ready? Go.
God, no, Waluigi. We're getting better, but still. Oh, we're so close to at least getting third.
Ready? Go.
That was terrible. Hey.
Ready?
Oh, I got a bronze. No. Nukum's coming in with a party of 9. Welcome, Nukum. Can we get a shout out? Welcome, one and all. Welcome, Raiders. It's a pleasure to have you. I mean, you guys came at a perfect time. It's time to spin the wheel one more time. Like the Duke themselves in the flesh. What were you playing tonight? The Nukem Quad Raid. Welcome, Sakura. Of course, I knew you were coming in here. The Herald themselves. Sakura, how's it going? Welcome in. Wink, wink. What was Nukem playing tonight? Folks should give a follow to Nukem, by the way. They're fantastic. They're a retro variety streamer. They play a little bit of everything, too. They're really, really fantastic. Really nice person. Very welcoming. Definitely worth coming in and hanging out with, because they're so awesome. Playing a couple games in the Earth series, like the Earth Siege series, or what's the Earth series? Tell me. Started with 2140, and when it went jank, we switched to 2150. What kind of game is it? I think Earth. I always think Earth Siege. Sakura's sleepy. Oh, get some rest, Sakura. We're gonna spin the wheel for you, just for you. I can leave it like that too, I guess. It's an old RTS series. First game came out in '97. Second in 2000. Oh. Oh, let me cease this 1 second. Let's just quiet. We have been going like I really want to get into an RTS because I'm terrible at RTS games. Nukem is the king of RTS, and I am the most pauperish of pauper RTS games. So like I'm terrible at them. I stress out about them. I have ADHD, so like diagnosed. And it causes my brain to just panic and shut down because of all of the micromanagement. Makes it incredibly challenging for me. And I've always tried to play them, and I've always failed miserably. But I feel like this year, I haven't played in a very long time. I feel that this year might be the year where I get, like, I'm going to do, Sakura suggested Halo Wars for me. It was on sale for like $5 on Steam, so I was like, oh, I'll absolutely grab that then, and try that sometime this year, just to get it. I want it to click so bad for me, and it doesn't, and I need it to. It's the one genre that, like, I don't understand. Nukem says, tomorrow I have Save and Raid milestone stream, playing another RTS, Dark Crusade. Nice. As the Imperial Guard, my favorite faction. I need to, so now that I'm in better health, I was really sick post Save and Raid. Not because of Save and Raid, just was in general. It was we had like 70 some degree days, and it caused this thaw, caused me to just get really sick. So I gotta input in my stuff, because we have a Half-Life multiplayer night as part of that, as well as point and click with puppets, playing the anonymous game developer version of King's Quest 2 with a puppet. Buckle up. We did King's Quest 1 with him. Poor King Saltine will be back. A bunch of EA RTSs are on sale on Steam if you're looking to fill out any gaps. I'm Mike Canoli. Mike says there's so many good FMV in Westwood's RTSs as well. Indeed. Yes. Half-Life 1 multiplayer night. Yes. So playing multiplayer deathmatch in Half-Life 1. That's going to be coming up soon. Probably next week, Monday. So a week from this upcoming Monday. Is probably when I'm going to schedule it. Just to play multiplayer with everybody. And then I have to do a co-op with someone. And I don't know who yet. Lip, if you're interested. I know you've got a baby coming soon. Of Half-Life Decay, the PlayStation 2 split screen game. A full playthrough of that. Maybe I'll play with that with somebody, like maybe Lip if they're available. Maybe. Baby's a month away still. Wink, wink. I know, right? So we gotta get that in soon, ASAP. And then there's so many games to play. So we got point and click with puppets. We've got Half-Life Decay and a Half-Life multiplayer night, and I think that's all my milestones. I think that's it, and I think so. I'm good then from there. And then I got to do Sakura's Portal 2. We got to talk about that, Sakura. Oh man, I got to play Portal 2 with Sakura. Excuse me. Ricky says, I love Half-Life 1, but I never actually played Deathmatch until the 25th anniversary update recently. I love it, but sometimes I want to play a map that isn't Crossfire. And that's all the current servers on there run. Yeah, I'm curious. We'll see how it goes. Sakura says, Decay is pretty cool. Got halfway through. Did you really already? Oh my gosh, I have to look at your archives for that then, because I want to watch that. See how that goes. Player 2 can wait till other things are done. Oh, I see. So you do like one person goes through and does this stuff, and then you just change controllers. I like the fun of everybody working together, though. Let me tell you, there's another one, and we've said this a million times, and we're going to spin this wheel, I promise. I'm going to stop talking for a second. For the folks who have never come in from Nukem Stream, hi. I'm Bogus Meat Factory. I'm a variety streamer. I play everything. I love video games. You know, I've been playing them now for over 35 years. I now have been streaming for over 10 years. Huzzah! Which is I'm pretty proud of. Playing and streaming games for 10 years is pretty good. And, but I play everything. I love video games. It doesn't matter the genre. RTS is my weakest point, but it's not because I think the genre's bad. It's because I'm terrible at them, but I think that I want to flex that muscle a little bit more and get a little bit better. Sakura's played a lot of Team Fortress Classic. Mike played so much Half-Life multiplayer in all its forms. I was a Team Fortress 2 guy. Like, I played so much Team Fortress 2, it's not even funny. That was when I have my own internet now, and it's not long distance dial-up phone calls, and I have my own computer now, and I have to do that. I spent so much time in Team Fortress 2. Nukem says, platformers are mine. I just do not have the reflexes for precision jumping with pixels to spare. I don't blame you, Nukem. I don't blame you. Who knows? It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you, dude. You're far too kind. 26-month streak. You're way too kind. Good to see you, Kuno. I'm gonna give you a big hug. How are you, my friend? Platforming Sakura's worst as well. Ricky says, I'm glad I learned it on TF2 and not a more predatory game, though. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I agree. Look, like, one of those things that we talk about with games in general. Everything's a muscle. Everything's a muscle. Every genre of game, it's just understanding a rhythm. It's flexing that muscle of understanding how things work into it. Like text adventures. I've been playing a lot of text adventures and loving it, but the beginning of it was hard. It's like someone was talking about recently. I was watching this video about acquired tastes, and a person say taking black licorice and learning to love it. And they hate it and eating it every day for like 2 weeks before they could actually like really appreciate it. And like, that's the same thing with all video games, where like, it's all about understanding how it works and starting to appreciate that gameplay loop and flexing those muscles in order to do it. It's a lot of fun. Oh man. Perfectly happy having spent $70 on the game. It deserves it given how much I got out of it. I just worry I would have been a whale if it had been a gacha game. Oh man. I don't. I'm way too stingy and miserly of a person. I can't be a whale. Like, it's hard. I don't buy microtransactions. I don't usually buy passes. I'm a very stingy player of games. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's spin the wheel. Oh my god, where's the button? Wheel? You can do this, wheel, please. Is it moving? There it is. The wheel's dying on us right now. My wife buys so much she spends way more on games in a year than I do. But all hers are cell phone game microtransactions. Oh no, Big Mikey Ocho! No. My wife hates the fact that I don't buy anything. Like, it drives her crazy. She's just like, you've been wearing the same jeans for 20 years. Not really 20 years, but like 15 years. You need new pants. And I'm like, no! Pants are expensive. And she's like, I don't care. Here are new pants. It's very funny. Like, I can't buy anything. The wheel is broken. We have broken this poor wheel. It is over 800 objects. I'll spend maybe $100 to $200. She's at like $400, $500. Big Mike Ocho, my game spending budget in a year, a whole year, is probably $80 to $100. I can't spend it. I can't. Speed Racer, the video game. Oh, baby. Speed Racer, the video game. Now, listen, folks. Speed Racer, the Wii game, is supposedly really good. Let's see if Speed Racer, the video game, is. The Wii version I hear is fantastic. Yes, Ricky, see, there you go. Oh no.
Last year, Speed Racer changed the racing world forever. We all watched as he put it all on the line.
Wow, that CD is fantastic.
Racing is the greatest sport in the world.
They got Jack from Lost.
Now here we are once more, seeking the WRL Cup. Many are returning, eager to compete yet again.
The movie's fantastic.
Some are making their
I
own
love the
RL
movie.
Arena racing debut, while others will be returning for darker reasons, for money,
Darker reasons.
or revenge.
Ricky says, also realizing that eventually you're going to hit the Crazy Frog Racer games. I know.
In racing.
I can't wait. I love it. I can't wait. It's going to be good. Hold on. We got a tutorial this one. When your boost bar is charged, press the R button for extra acceleration. Press the B button and left or right on the control pad to perform a roll stunt. Use one of the 4 directions on the control pad with the B button to perform different stunts. The car will automatically launch off ramps as long as you have enough speed. It's necessary to press the B button. It's not necessary to press the B button before a gap. If you drive over the lip of a half-pipe section, your car will fly up and then return back to the track. While your car is in the air, use the control pad to perform stunts. Doing stunts will add to your boost bar and attract new fans. If your car is grinding against the board of the track, press X to spin back into the middle. If your car isn't facing forward, press X to straighten it back out. Before a turn, press and release the L button to begin drifting. When you're drifting, press left or right to control or exit the drift. Bump into opponents to push them away. When you see the B button icon above an opponent, you can press the B button to initiate Carfu. This will add to your boost bar and attract new fans. During a jump attack, 2 icons on a bar will appear at the top. This is a lot. Big Mancher says, that's why I play MMOs, by far the best value. Always adding new stuff, and most pay stuff is usually cosmetic and unnecessary. A man after my own heart, Big Mike Yocho. The controller icon, move towards the central target. Controller icon X or Y is yours. The other's the opponent's. When performing a jump attack, press the appropriate buttons when your icon reaches the center target. Be more accurate than your opponent to make him crash. When an opponent jump attacks you to dodge, press the appropriate button when your icon reaches the central target. Be more accurate than him to dodge them. When you're near an opponent, drive close to them and hold the X button to spin rapidly and crash into them. When the boost bar is fully charged, hold the R button to enter the zone. In the zone, you become invincible, allowing you to crash into opponents. This will add to your boost bar. Okay. Let's go. Liv just plays co-ops. I think the last game I played was Return to Moria. Play with Focus Hall, Liv. They haven't updated anything in Return to Moria, Liv. It hurts. Prince Kabbalah, Rosie Blaze, Speed Racer, Racer X, Trixie, and Snake. I'm Snake Oiler, baby! Snake Oiler, baby! Let's go. Guess on that topic, are there any genres or subgenres you don't enjoy? Visual novels, Beatmania-style rhythm games. You already mentioned how you have trouble playing RTS. So, genres and subgenres that I don't enjoy. No. RTSs are the ones I struggle with the most. Only mention the first because I know some people don't enjoy those. So visual novels are ones that I'm kind of picky about. I'm not going to go and play any visual novel. There has to be kind of a hook, a plot element, some kind of gamification or topic that really I connect with. A lot of times when they rely on heavy on like anime tropes, I'm out. I don't need that stuff. Recently played Videoverse. Could most likely be my favorite game I've played this year already. And it's a visual novel. Its topic, subject matter, fantastic. Its presentation, unlike anything I've played in a visual novel, is so good. Videoverse. One word. It's on sale right now on Steam. It's a must-buy. Videoverse. It is about... Have you played any Danganronpa or 2 anime? 2 anime from each likes. Not that it's 2 anime. It's just that, like... I don't connect. I don't connect. And usually in those types of games, I have to kind of be put in that position. I have to... Sorry, I'm something in my eye. I have to immerse myself. I have to immerse myself in that world. The world is what gets me engaged in it. And that world of Danganronpa just doesn't do it for me. Let's be Snake Oiler. Okay. Camp Brittle Rock, Zenubia Cascade. Play the tracks on WRL mode to unlock the arena. Hirakawa Island. Let's just go Camp Butt Rock. Okay. Okay. That's the jump. Okay, that's the jump. I see. Okay. That's cool. Oh, and landing failed though. This is kind of crazy on the Nintendo DS right now. Not gonna lie. This is kind of crazy. Oh, the fans are loving my drifts. Landed it. Whoa. Can we? Yeah, let's focus here. Speed or Snake Oiler, whoever the hell you are. Carfu successful. Perfect landing. Am I in second place right now? I'm in second place right now. How'd that happen? In the zone. Perfect Carfu. The music and sound in this is grating. Side landing. This, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of cool. And by kind of, I mean big time cool. What are you doing in 9.5 hours? It'll be the weekend. My kids are gonna, I'm gonna take care of my sick kids. That's what I'm gonna be doing. The drift's kind of weird. Oh, God. X. X, please. There you go. Still sick, don't mind me. I'm still not the best of health. Straighten out. I'm in the zone. Let's get in the zone. It's weird we've done a lot of racing games and a lot of math games. Oh. One wheel landing. The crowd's going wild. Oops, that's on me. This sound is terrible. I'm so sorry to your eardrums, chat. I cannot read you right now. I'm too in the zone. Oh, the fans, they love it. Haha, sweet spin! Fans are going crazy. I'll catch up with you in a second, chat. We're almost there. I love racing games, man. One wheel landing! Back landing. The crowd goes wild. Second. Oh my gosh. I really enjoyed how Kagetsu Toya integrated a time loop into a visual novel, but I feel like it probably wouldn't be something you'd enjoy based on what you said. Yeah, makes sense. Writing what you... It's true. Yeah, Videoverse is fantastic. We played through the entire game. I will play it again. I will play it again on my own time. And that says a lot. Videoverse was near and dear to my heart. Mostly because of its Miiverse portrayal. Bogosoul is totally into it, and I enjoyed watching it, though I feel that having watched it, there's no value in playing it myself. Oh. It's not really my thing anyway. I have no real connection to the topic, yeah. Yeah, I got second place at the end. I don't know how that happened. Mariana Zanja. We gotta play this here. This is what we want to play. Oh, look at these guys. Taijo Tokogan, Mariana Zanja, S. Storm, Delilah, Kelly Kalinkov, Cannonball Taylor, Booster Mabube, G. Daniskjold, Grey Ghost, Sonic Rinaldi. Oh my god, this is amazing. Snake Oiler, baby. Let's do one cup. We'll do one cup. I'm gonna turn this down. Whee! I got 250 fans! I feel like I'm going a lot faster, too, in this. One-wheel landing. Side landing. Whoa! Well, jeez, I'm flipping everywhere. Big landing. Ah, suck it! Yarvel and Verlstorfison. So I'm wondering if that right path that I took was not a good shortcut. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, hello. Who's in first right now? She's so far ahead. Let's get into the bazone. There they are. Why? Okay, here we go. Drifting time. Perfect landing. I got the Pizzone ready. When it's time, I'm going to bust out the Pizzone. The drifting's kind of crazy. It's kind of finicky. I don't know about it. We're going left. Oh. Can I engage in the thing? No, turn around. I'd like to fight with them, thank you. This is crazy. I actually am digging this a whole heck of a lot. I'm in second place right now, though. The rubber banding is very real. Whoa, game. You be okay? In the zone, the zone. I think this is very cool. I think this is very cool. And this is the DS version, I will add. This is the DS version that I am vibing on at the moment. That was weird. I'm going this way, though. Get into the zone. There we go. You were staying in first the previous laps. Wonder if there were rubber banding. There was, but also I think taking that other route is more for building up boosts instead of being a shortcut. I think that's what was happening there. Snake oil. We have to do this. When sliding sideways, press X to straighten back out. Okay. What the heck? What's happening here? Game? I do not know what happened there. Oh, baby. What is happening on this track right now? I don't know. Nerdwire, how's it going? With you? I'm doing Carfu right now. Shh. I'm in the Pizzone. The Pizza Hut Pizzone. Yeah, I'm way ahead. Like, watch the bottom screen to see where everyone else is compared to me. And see if there's a big rubber banding thing going on. There might be. Whoa, we're getting out of control. That was out of control. That was a problem. Yeah, there's definitely some rubber banding going on. For sure. For sure, rubber banding's happening. Nerdwire, it's so good to see you. How are you, my friend? Hold on. We will chat in a second. We're playing Speed Racer on the Nintendo DS right now. And, this is secretly fan-freaking-tastic. Back landing. Oh, landing failed. Crap. Get back on the track. Get back on the track. Whoa, what happened here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get out of the zone. Get in the zone. Come on, catch up. It's right there. Just a little boost. There we go. Carfu, baby. Just filling up that zone in case anybody decides to come in and get me. It gives you like pretty much invincibility and like auto drive, like the Bullet Bill in Mario Kart. Is the best way I can describe it. That's right. I gotta hit the X when up against the wall to bounce off of it and get back on track. There it is. How's it going, Nerdwire, by the way? Mario Sunshine is soul crushing. Yeah, I've been sick. I got really sick for a long time. I got sick for over a week, and then on Wednesday, my daughter, my youngest, she had to have surgery. She's doing good, though, thankfully. Mario Sunshine is soul crushing now. Tell me, what is the problem? What are the problems you're having? Mario Sunshine is a game that I 100%ed. I loved it. It clicked. I'm curious. Not to say I'm not trying to invalidate your experience by any means. But it's a different beast. You know what? I think that probably Sunshine is probably the hardest. It is at its hardest when you're playing a bunch of Mario games. Right? Like, Mario Sunshine can only be played by itself, if that makes any sense. Like, if you're playing all these other Mario games, that muscle memory, that rhythm is so drastically different, and sometimes off-putting. And it can be really hard to get back into because, like, it plays very differently than all the other Mario games, and its rhythm is really hard to replicate comparatively. Oh, that's cool. Two different paths that are interweaving within each other. That's kind of cool. Just gotta get into this fray to get into the Carfu. What happened? I'm in first place, apparently. But I don't know how that happened. One wheel landing. Going backwards. No, turn, buddy. Turn. You okay? Man. Okay. We're going left on the spin. What? It was successful, though. Get into the zone. Side landing. Ooh, get it back together. Oh my gosh, keep it together. Snake oil. Man. This has been a weird experience. I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I have. Last lap. Getting lots of fans. Come on. There it is. Got a Pizzone hit. Here in the end. Here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. X. First, baby, let's go! Beat Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Brothers, and Super Mario World right before it, within 2 streams. Sunshine 2 streams, a little more on its own. It's tough, man. Took 2 streams. Trying to back-to-back that many Mario games sounds rough. I found that when I'm playing multiple games in the same series with similar gameplay, I need to play something in between them to break them up. I'm with you, Ricky. It's hard to play them back-to-back-to-back-to-back. And I've been sitting here trying really hard to find a way to, like, one of the games I really want to play at some point is the Dot Hack trilogy, or a quadrilogy, sorry, on the PlayStation 2. Play all those games, but like back to back would be hard, and I'd burn out because I've played and beaten 3 of the 4. I own all of them, but I've never completed all of them, and I'd love to, but man, that's an ask. And oh. Has anyone ever played the Dot Hack online RPG? Will you stream the OVA that comes with each one? Movie night, Ricky. Speaking of which. Sorry, apologies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. Wow. There's our Discord. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we are watching Street Fighter the movie. The live action one, of course. We do a movie night. It's usually the first Monday of the first Monday of every month, but just with all the crazy stuff going on last week of being like sick and everything, couldn't get it, but this week we'll do it. Nerdwire says, I played a lot of Mario over my time on stream. I'm actually trying to document an official timeline of Mario canon. Yes! Can we talk about Nerdwire? Can we talk about the timeline that gets destroyed? There is a... Hear me out. There is a timeline of Mario games that gets completely cut off. I call it the EGAD timeline. It is the GameCube. It is Luigi's Mansion, Mario Sunshine. That it just... It's different than the Galaxy timeline, baby. Let me tell you. Hey. I feel Nintendo was building a Mario cinematic universe. Not really, but like... to kind of tie everything that happens on the GameCube together in the Mario world, and to kind of make that going forward, kind of creating more story-focused Mario games, with Luigi's Mansion and Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine, because Mario Sunshine has like Flood is a creation of Dr. Egad, and Egad being the creator of the vacuum suck, or whatever it is, the ghost catcher for Luigi's Mansion. How he created these side tools that the main characters of those two games both use exclusively as their main focus and gimmick. Clearly, they wanted to expand on this idea, but because of Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion's commercial lackluster sales comparatively to previous games, they didn't continue with that idea. But it looks like they were building for something, and they never did, and they just went and did a 180. I won the cup. Next reward. Okay, so I have 16,604 fans now. They reward you with a new special event, Racer Invitational, and Sonic Rinaldi. I will say they revisited Gad too many times for that to be in it. Yeah, but like, I felt like he was meant to be more. If that makes any sense. Like, he was meant to be more, like he was going to be the one to introduce new gimmicks and mechanics for Mario going forward. The Birth of Bowser Jr. was there. You're right. Not to say there's like a cut off of a timeline individually, but more like there was something there, and they did a complete 180 on themselves and said, no, we're done. We're not doing that. Never mind. An isolated forgetting of a character. Bowser Jr., baby. Yeah, there was so much more. Mama Peach, come on now. Like, they were building something, and then they just stopped. That's how I feel. I feel maybe I'm crazy, but like, I can see that connective tissue and DNA and these building blocks that they were going towards. You and I need to expand this timeline. Let me tell you, Nerdwire. So like, one of the things I've done in my life, this is one of my big picture things. So I've done a bunch of podcasts. I do podcasts where I talk about books based on video games with my good friend Nick, as well as talking about text adventures. That podcast is called the Literate Pixel Podcast. We haven't done anything in a long while because they're getting their doctorate right now, so they're kind of busy. But they're let the darkness grow. But in that podcast, we do also kind of these interstitial audio drama things. They're body horror. They're really weird. It's just deranged. It's truly deranged. But it was me flexing my muscles for my One Pie in the Sky podcast idea. I love expanding on a fake timeline of events. I had this idea where the beginning episodes I will add of the Literate Pixel Podcast are rough because we were learning, and he was like physical with me in space. We shared this one microphone. It wasn't this one. It was much worse. But like, yeah, I do everything. I do so many things. I can't stop doing things, but we haven't done anything new for it in a while just because of time. And again, he's got his PhD right now, which is kind of a big, important thing. And I want to give them time to do that. I don't want to sit here and be like, hey, let's do this podcast. Well, they're like, I'm drowning in work right now. I can't. I don't want to think that I have to take priority over their professional career. And he's like my best friend in the world. But no, it gave me practice on like, you know, editing and putting in some really weird things like audio bits. But my idea, I had this idea, it's the dumbest idea, but it was what happened in the world where the Sega Saturn was the best and Sega has won the console war. And what does the competition look like from there on out? And what does Sega do with these now beloved and fully embraced franchises? And creating an alternate timeline, a news podcast that exists in a world where Sega is the front runner, where each episode is like 6 months into like, or, you know, like 4-6 months into its life each time as things change, having an E3 and what that's like. How does the idea of the VMU expand and change and evolve in the console generations afterwards, as it is the dominant force. My brain has gone to a weird place, and it's just an alternate universe podcast that would exist in a fake world that Sega was the best and destroyed all of the others. Oh, what would Panzer Dragoon Saga 5 look like? Could you imagine? Panzer Dragoon Saga 10? Like, what would that be? And getting to just kind of play around with that idea. It's like the ultimate idea guy concept. Sorry, that's my brain. We were talking about timelines, and that's where my brain went with that. That's a one day. That's a big picture. That's a big picture. I'm an old man now. We'll see. That's what I'll do in retirement. My kids have gone off to college. What am I going to do? I'm going to just make a podcast about the alternate timeline where the Sega was the best. All right. So, Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be streaming something. I need to have you on my podcast sometime. I would love to be on there, Nerdwire. I've been on a bunch of different ones. The Adventure Game Club podcast is a really good one with my good friend Mike that he does for adventure games, as well as the DOS Games Club podcast with my good friend Martin, and it's really good. I did one on Jones in the Fast Lane, which I loved. Vital Missy says, more Uru. Don't worry. Uru's coming. Uru's on the docket for next week. But Sunday night, my good friend Nick, if he's available, he might be, we'll continue Spellcasting 101, the text-based adventure from Legend Entertainment with graphics. It's got graphics. You'll be fine. You got pictures. It looks nice. It's very fun. We've been enjoying that a bunch. If not, I will probably continue playing through Uru. I've got happy in my voice. That's way too kind, Nerdwire. Thank you so much, my friend. And then, so either Spellcasting 101 or Mist Online, Uru Live. Then Monday night is going to be movie night on the Discord. So you can always follow that link or do !Discord. 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to watch Street Fighter the movie and enjoy that madness. And then Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we will probably finish Mist Online if we haven't already, and start Dr. Slump. Dr. Slump's going to be that because Akira Toriyama recently passed away, and I think that's probably a really good game I have never played that I really want to see. We meet again, and we bogus meet again, indeed. And then if everything is going well, Thursday morning, we'll have a Thursday morning stream at 9 a.m. maybe. We'll see how things are going. That one always is like a when time allows, if we can make it work. Then next week, Friday night, 7 p.m. is going to be more. Forgive me, I'm still sick. Venetica. And that's it, I think. Get ready. I'm going to schedule, I think, next week from this upcoming Monday is going to be our Half-Life multiplayer night for Save and Raid. So if you ever want to play with that, we can play Half-Life multiplayer. I'll get that submitted tomorrow, my milestone events, because I want to get that stuff done. All right, let's go find someone to raid. Who is on? Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Thank you, Nukem, for the raid, dude. I greatly appreciate that. And just hanging out. And, of course, Minty for coming in, hanging out. Nerdwire, as always, it's such a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in. And I know I've been sick, so I apologize for not being around, but I stream regularly. I've been streaming now for over 10 years. So, of course, I'm going to do this stuff, man. I'm here. Ooh, yeah, let's go see Lady Game Guy. Yeah. Are they on? Where are they at? They're playing StarCraft 2. We were just talking about RTSs. I know Nukem's going to be happy with this idea. Let's go see. Boink, 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 boink. Raid. Lady Game Guy playing StarCraft 2. I'll see you all on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a wonderful night, everybody. And as always, take humor. Take care. Cheers.
Fa, 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 fa. Fa 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 fa. You say I'm just a punk and useless junk. I'll say I can't hang on just a little bit more. I still can walk, I just can't run. But if you don't need me, dump me anytime. Oh, I'm turning back the clock, I'm turning back the clock. Oh, I'm a man who can't join the flock. How pathetic.